Hello, everybody on YouTube, NFL YouTube prognosticators, and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back once again, and I'm giving you my 2015-2016 NFL Divisional Round Playoff matchups. might split that into two parts, so I want to give you a heads up for that one right now. So I'll let you guys know if I think about it when I do the video. Before I get my NFL wildcard thoughts in there, I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to a couple of people. First off, David Bowie, who recently passed away. Hold on, let me get my lighter up again. And Alan Rickman, known as Professor Snape, recently passed away today, which I found out this morning. So, want to give my thoughts and respects out to you. First off, with David Bowie, when I first heard of Space Oddity when I was younger, when I was like 12, maybe 11, maybe 10. 10 is the youngest, but anyways, but when I first heard it a long time ago, like that, but I'm 26 now, but, going to be turning 27 this year, but anyways, but when I was at that point, when around 10, 11, 12-ish maybe, the oldest, but when I first heard it, it was like, wow, it was mind blown on that. But at that point, I was starting to get into the rock and roll industry too at that time too. So I started growing up with it when I was in my like when I was 10, 11, or 12. At that point, I started getting into it. But well, it's been really tough. But David Bowie was one of the first guys I ever listened to. On the lighter side though. On the rock and roll side, but the heavy metal side was Black Sabbath, but that's another topic. But when I first heard his music, I was like, wow, this guy can really sing. This guy had a good voice, which I really did. I really thought he had a good voice. So when I first heard it, I became a fan of his music after I heard Space Oddity, and I learned all of his other stuff from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and in the 2000s, and right now in this decade he made a little bit, but most of his best work was in his 70s work, in his late 60s and 70s. So that's what I get again. I'm not gonna give all the top 10 David Bowie songs or albums right now. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but after my top 10 picks are over, or after my the NFL season's over. But maybe that's another thing. I'll do so. But, I wanted to pay my thoughts and respects to him out of that. And Alan Rickman, too. We all mostly known him as Harry Potter. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I was like I said, 10, 11, or 12, too. When I was actually 12 years old when I first saw him in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So that was a really nice thing to gesture on that. But I read the books first. Sorry, I heard my thumb at that point, but hold on, I'm going to use my other hand. But, anyway, sorry about that, but, yeah, but, I read the books first before I saw the movie, so I was really excited about when the first one came out. I didn't recognize who Alan Rickman was then, at that point. Then I saw him in other Tim Burton films and stuff like that, He did, like, Alice in Wonderland, and he did something that the Lord was made. I saw that when I was in high school, in science class, which I thought that was pretty good, But I did see him in Sweetie Todd. I did see him in that. I'm not into musicals, but I did see that because it was Tim Burton. So Tim Burton's one of my favorite directors in the Hollywood industry right now. So, but Alan Rickman was part of it, some of his work and etc. But I don't know what's gonna happen now with the sequel for Alice in Wonderland, Looking Through Glass, coming. I think it was this year, or maybe 2017. I don't really know, but but he was going to be featured as the caterpillar. Yeah, excuse me, I can't even talk today. But the caterpillar. So yeah, but it's been really tough right now. When I pay. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to take my hat off. I'm sorry, David Bowie. No offense, Sorry. Alan Rickman, I meant to take my hat off too. I wanted to do that, Pay my thoughts and respects out of that. So sorry, guys. I don't mean to leave my hat on when I pay my little tribute and respect. First, Lemmy, and now David Bowie and Alan Rickman. not a good year with celebrity news in 2016. So yeah, it's been really tough. So David Bowie, Alan Rickman, rest in peace. You guys would definitely be missed, guys. Definitely. All right, now that I got that over with, and now, as of now, sorry I'm late for my video. I meant to tell you about that. I'll tell you my reason right now. Ah! Why? Why do I have to live in Massachusetts? Why? Why do I have to live in Massachusetts? I mean, I played Powerball on Saturday and today. I've been playing it when they hit big on the 800 and 900 million. Now we hit the $1 billion jackpot. Which, why do the winners have to be in the South or the West Coast? Why? Why? Why can't we get a break in the North, in the Northeast, or the Central? Why? Why? Ah! But, that's how the way it goes, I guess. Oh! I played Powerball and I didn't win, so I probably would have made an NFL video right now if I did that. Probably not. I probably wouldn't have put it on Facebook or something. But anyways, that's a whole other story I would have done. But, hey, maybe that with that money though, I could have done a NFL YouTube prognosticator convention or something like that. I'm gonna put something together on that, but I don't have the money for that now. But hey, oh well. But, better luck next time for Powerball, so, hey. But anyways, I played a couple of, put in a few bucks in there yesterday and thought I'd get something going. When I played, I went to my gas station because when I go get gas, I want to drive my car. The computer was jammed, so I thought this was a sign. Maybe I was going to win or something like that, but didn't turn out that way. So the winners were in California, Florida, and Tennessee. Yesterday. So, hey, whoever won it, congratulations on that. Hope you do good with it. So, I don't know how they're going to roll it out, but hey, congratulations on that. So, I'll give you that. Now for my thoughts for the wild card. The wild card round. Minnesota and Seattle. Blair Walsh, you're the new Gary Anderson. You fucked up, Blair. You fucked up big time. Minnesota relied on you and most of the game because Adrian Peterson had 2 fumbles that were recovered by Seattle, which I think that was the breaking point for Seattle. They needed, and that's how they won the game. So, hey, you can blame some of it on Adrian Peterson, blame some of it on Blair Walsh. Hey, but I gotta give you this: you had a good run, but Blair Walsh, you screwed it up. I'm sorry to say this. I think you're close to the Cleveland Browns. And you and Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns are like the Chicago Cubs in the NFL. I hate to tell you that, but the two, and Detroit is on that hit list too. You guys just can't get a break. So Blair Walsh, welcome to the club with Gary Anderson and Billy Cundiff. And, I forget who was the one Scott Norwood. There you go. Welcome to the club for missing field goals and big clutch moments like that. So, welcome to the club. So, anyways, as for Seattle, they did okay. I mean, Russell Wilson didn't really have the best game in the world or anything like that. Their defense really showed up really well. So, yeah. And, of course, Green Bay and Washington. Washington had a 11-0 lead, and they just didn't come out strong on the rest of the game on that. Aaron Rodgers had a good game, though, but they mostly relied on him anyway, so. Yeah, but I'll get to Green Bay in a minute, so. Yeah. As for Pittsburgh and Cincinnati beat themselves. Vernon Burnfit and Adam Jones in the end of those 2 personal fouls, especially Adam Pac-Man Jones, pushing the referee. Guys booed it big time. Big time on that one. And, of course, Marvin Lewis gets a little bit of the blame for this because he cannot control his team. He's 0-7 now in the playoffs. Now I'm at the point with Matt Combs, which I do agree with him. Check him out. He's a good guy. He's not my shout-out for the week, but I'll get to that in a minute. And I don't really care what Cincinnati does in the postseason as of now. You can do really well in the season, but I don't really care what Cincinnati does. I will start caring for Cincinnati if they win in the playoffs. Okay, have all these great stats all you want. Have AJ Green all you want. Have Andy Dalton. Have AJ McCarron all you want. Have Adam Pac-Man Jones. Have Vontaze Burfict. I will not care. I will not give a shit about you guys until they win a game. Win a playoff game where it matters the most. Win a playoff game where it matters the most. Maybe I'll start caring a little bit more. Maybe I will. But, Cincinnati, you can't get a big break either. But, you should be lucky to be in the playoffs. I mean, for crying out loud, you could be the Dallas Cowboys right now. Look at them right now. So, jeez. But, wow. As for Kansas City and Houston, hey, Kansas City, congratulations on your win. Your first shutout victory of the Texans. Your first win since the 1995 season, which I believe Joe Montana was on the team at the time. I think that was his last year in the NFL. So, but, congratulations on the win. Facing my New England Patriots right now, which I'll get to them in a bit. Ooh. Nah, the Chiefs, yeah. The city of Kansas City must be really happy. It should be really great right now. Kansas City must be one of the happiest cities right now, considering the Kansas City Royals won the World Series last fall. And as of now, the Kansas City Chiefs are in the playoffs, facing my New England Patriots. So we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah. I'll tell you my picks shortly. As of now, I'm going to go to my picks of the week, and that's my NFC Divisional Playoff mount. First off, I'm starting with the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two veteran quarterbacks duking out at each other. Carson Palmer from the Arizona Cardinals, Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers. Now, battle of two great coaches too. Mike McCarthy from Green Bay and Bruce Arians from the Cardinals. Now, this is a defense back and forth era, and the only difference is Green Bay is not playing well right now. But they did look really great in the wild card, but they mostly relied on Aaron Rodgers. And it goes to show most of the games on that, he really missed Jordy Nelson on the sideline. He can't really throw it to. I mean, he doesn't really have much to throw to on that. And despite all that, the defense hasn't been really great either. So, between everything else going on in Green Bay, this may be a good way to fit it. Maybe good, maybe bad. It's a toss-up between what's going to happen in that game. But as of Arizona, they're looking good on both sides of the ball. Defensively, they're doing pretty good. Offensively, they're doing pretty well. So, with Larry Fitzgerald and Carson Palmer throws. So at least Carson Palmer has somebody to throw to. So at least they can rely on that a little bit on the offense. But they got a good defense too to help them out. The reason why where they are now is because they've been doing good on both sides of the ball. And special teams too, if you want to conclude that. And this, I expect this to be like the last time Green Bay and Arizona were in the playoffs. And it was in the 2009 wildcard game when they had Aaron Rodgers versus Kurt Warner in a quarterback duel on that one. And all decided on a defensive play. And that sealed it for Arizona for going to the divisional round. So I expect something like that in the playoffs. I think they're going to go. I'm going to make a bold prediction on this one. I got to do it. I think both of them are going to go 80 points on this one. Maybe go into overtime. Maybe they'll win it from there. I expect this to be a great game. I expect it to go maybe at least 80 points or more on this. So this is going to be a good game to watch. So as of now, I expect this to be a back and forth game on this one. As of my pick on that one, I'm going to have to roll with Arizona because they're a little healthier than Green Bay right now. So I'm going to go with Arizona winning that game. As for the Seattle and the Panthers, now this is a rematch from early in the season, and Carolina beat them in Seattle. Now this time, Seattle's going to Carolina right now for that, and this could be a interesting matchup to see. Russell Wilson versus Cam Newton. Cam Newton, MVP candidate, by the way, so I think he's going to get it. So maybe that's a topic I'll do maybe during the Super Bowl time or something like that. But anyways, right now, all they have for Carolina on the defense is Luke Chanley, Thomas Davis, Thomas Davis and Kyron Short and Josh Norman. Those are the reason why they're in where they are now, is because of their defense. And for the offensively, it's more the protection, more than Greg Olsen and Jonathan Stewart for them right now, and Mike Tolbert. It's mostly Terry Turner for the guard and Ryan Kelly for the center for them. So I expect this to be a good game for them, but I gotta go with my gut in this one now because Russell Wilson is over in Carolina right now. It's on the road. Seattle is playing more well on the road than they do at home, which is kind of usually the opposite with them because usually Seattle's really good at home with that 12th man, but this year is not really that great for them at home, and they've been doing pretty well on the road. So, Mike, I have a gut feeling on this one, and I got to go with Seattle on this one. So I'm gonna pick Seattle over Carolina on this one, and I expect this to be and I think it's gonna be Arizona and Seattle again, another NFC West showdown in the championship game, just like in Seahawks and the 49ers they were a few years ago. So I expect it's going to be the same for this. I think this is going to be the Cardinals and the Seahawks for the third time this year for the NFC Championship game. Those are my NFC divisional round picks. Now I decided I'm going to make a AFC Championship game, the AFC divisional round separate. But I will give you my shout out, and I'll give you the things what's going on the NFL YouTube prognosticators at that point. Until then, I'll see you guys in a bit, and I will see you guys soon.